What if the world you see isn't the real world at all? What if we're inside a simulation, not a metaphoric alone, not life feels fake sometimes, but a literal, coded reality? And what if that simulation is starting to glitch? In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you the patterns, anomalies, and eerie coincidences that are convincing more and more people that something is very, very wrong. Not only will you see the signs, you'll never be able to unsee them. Part 1. The strange origins. The idea that we're living in a simulation isn't new. It stretches all the way back to ancient philosophy, Plato's allegory of the cave, where humans mistake shadows for reality, to Descartes' evil demon theory, suggesting our senses could be deceiving us completely. Fast forward to the 21st century, and tech visionaries like Elon Musk, Nick Bostrom, and Neil deGrasse Tyson have put a number on it. They believe there's a strong mathematical probability, some say over 50%, that our universe is an advanced computer program. If any civilization survives long enough to build hyper-realistic simulations, the logic follows. They would build many of them. And it's far more likely we're inside one than in the base reality. But here's the catch. If we are in one, then like any complex system, it can glitch. Part 2. Evidence in the everyday. Let's start small. Have you ever had déjà vu so strong it felt impossible? Like you were replaying a moment, not just remembering it? Neurologists say it's a misfire in your brain. But why does it feel so much like a looped frame in a video game? Or think about NPC behavior, moments when strangers act in ways so scripted, so predictable, it's like they're running pre-programmed lines. From the barista who says the exact same joke every day, to the random pedestrian who bumps into you without ever making eye contact. And then there are the repeating people phenomenon, where you see the same stranger multiple times in different places, sometimes hundreds of miles apart. Is it just chance? Or is the simulation reusing character models to save processing power? Part 3. Physics' odd little clue. If the universe is a program, the code would be physics. And lately, physics is acting weird. Take the Planck length, the smallest measurable unit in the universe. Some scientists think it could be the pixel size of reality, the smallest point in our simulated grid. Then there's the speed limit of light. Nothing can travel faster. In video games, that's exactly how render distance works. The world simply doesn't load beyond a certain speed. And quantum mechanics? Don't even get me started. Particles don't exist in one place until they're observed, like the universe is waiting for the player to look before rendering the detail. Part 4. Cracks in the code. This is where things get unsettling. Mandela effects, collective false memories, are either proof that memory is unreliable or evidence that the simulation's version history got rolled back. People remember the Monopoly man having a monocle, but in this reality, he never did. Berenstain Bears became Berenstain Bears. Small, almost petty changes. Why bother changing them at all, unless something got overwritten? Then there are the time skips. People driving a familiar route suddenly arrive minutes early, or with no memory of part of the journey. Missing frames in the playback. And the most chilling, reality-breaking coincidences. Like thinking about an old friend you haven't seen in years, and they call you the same day. Or dreaming about a place you've never been, then seeing it the next week. Are these glitches? Or hints from the programmers? Part 5. Who's running this thing? If we're in a simulation, someone built it. The question is, who? Are they a future version of us, running ancestor simulations to understand their past? Are we entertainment for post-human civilizations, like characters in the most elaborate video game ever made? Or are we experiments, created to test how intelligent beings behave in controlled environments? Some even argue the simulation might not be controlled at all, that it's running on autopilot, its creators long gone. Which would explain the slow build-up of errors, like a program left running for too long without maintenance. Part 6, the final warning. If the simulation is breaking, what happens next? In some systems, too many glitches mean a total crash, a hard reset. In others, the code is patched, meaning the errors, and maybe even our memories, could be erased. And if you've been noticing more glitches lately, you're not alone. It's almost as if the system is trying to keep up with the exponential growth of human awareness, and struggling. Maybe the truth isn't whether we're in a simulation or not, but whether we're ready to see the seams. Because if you start looking closely enough, reality begins to look less real. This has been WebWhirlpool, where we pull you beneath the surface into deeper questions, stranger truths, and the hidden currents shaping your life. Subscribe and I'll see you in the next spiral.